Hello everybody, Goated Old Phones here. Today's video will be on the iPod Touch 4th generation. Now, this device is jailbroken, and all of the tweaks and certificates that are going to be shown in this video will need Cydia to run. In the first part of this video, I will be showcasing the applications on this phone and what they can do. And in the second part of this video, I will be showing Cydia, the certificates and tweaks that you will need, and additional information regarding Game Center in particular. And for the Game Center part of the video, you will need to install iFile. But not to worry, I will show you how to do that. Now, here is, let's start with the camera. So this is a 3 megapixel camera ripped straight from the 3GS. Here is the front camera. And here is the back camera. It's nothing special, but considering this is the first iPod Touch to even have a camera, and it has video recording at that, I don't think it's really that bad. Then we have maps. Now, some people have been saying online that Maps doesn't really work with the Map X tweak. This is false because I installed it, and here it is, Maps. It's a bit slow, but you could actually get things to work on here. Then we have the weather app, and you do need location services enabled, by the way, to have this to work. That's pretty cool. Then you have, of course, other utility apps, notes, reminders, clock, and App Store and iTunes. So using Cydia, which I will show you how to do that later on in this video, I got App Store to actually function. Usually if you don't install anything, it shows cannot connect to iTunes or App Store not available, or any combination of the above. And here it is, App Store in all its glory. And same thing with iTunes. Now, since this is an iPod, and its main purpose, it was designed for music listening. So that's exactly what I did. I downloaded, I believe, like 5 of my favorite albums from iTunes, and it simply shows that, you know, iTunes actually works with the things I actually have here. So here, you can play music and stuff. Now, keep in mind, with this particular setup, I will now list the apps that do not work. FaceTime does not work simply because the servers between iOS 6 and modern iOS systems simply do not connect. It sometimes connects for about 5 seconds, then hangs up. That's the most progress I have achieved personally. And then the Mail app, doesn't matter what you install, it just doesn't work because Google. And Safari, of course, doesn't work on iOS 6 simply because it's just too old. Yeah. Now, I was able to log in here with my Apple ID and iMessage and, you know, stuff like Game Center and contacts, everything transferred. And speaking of contacts, I was able to transfer those using iCloud. That also works. Now, let's get away from the homepage. So, I bought this device off eBay, and it came installed with a bunch of vintage games. And to prove to you guys that Game Center actually works with the method that I used, here is the original Flappy Bird app. Let's give it a moment. And as you see at the top, here, the Game Center account works. And if I press here, for example, yeah, everything works perfectly. So that is cool. And this regards basically every single app here. And now, let's get back to Cydia. Now, I don't really know how this phone was jailbroken. Like I mentioned previously, I bought this off eBay, but I think the seller mentioned that it was jailbreaked using green poison, so you guys can research that. And it's taking a bit to load. And once it loads, here are the certificates that you need. Now, Electamon's repo and Luke ZGD's repo, those are optional. I just installed them for fun. Now, here are the repos that are required. So here is Invox iPlayGames repo. Here's the URL for that if you need it. And here's also the AOI blog and the Sky Glow repos. And you won't need those. Okay, let's move on. Now, I'm going to quickly show you everything that you need from each repo. Now, I'm going to start with one of the pre-installed ones, which is Big Boss. And I believe you go to System, and then you scroll down to I. Here, you need to install iFile for one of the following steps. Now, this should be compatible with your iOS 6 device. And just for context, I'm using a device running iOS 6.1.6. If you got that installed, you also need Checkmate Store. And that one, I just tried fixing mail with it. It did not work. So you need that. And then the AOI. Now, this is a required tweak. App Store fix. And I do need to warn you guys, once you install this, it'll ask you if you want to set up your Apple ID. You should say yes. If you say no, just return you to Cydia and nothing will happen. Yes, if you say yes, it will restart your Springboard, and then it will go to the iPod setup screen like you had a new device. Sorry guys, it's just randomly refreshing the data here. Then you need, sorry guys. Crap. Alright. You need, of course, AppSync Unified and iTunes Store X and Map X. iTunes Store X is very important because without this, nothing will work. So you need that installed as well. So that's basically all for the Cydia app itself. And in the midst of all of this, you also need to go to iFile and you need to go to caches and you need to delete anything with iTunes, App Store, Apple account, or sorry, not Apple account, but like Purple Buddy and stuff like that. I can't really provide accurate information. There's a bunch of stuff on YouTube. And if you go to preferences, you need to do the exact same thing with that, delete files. And once you got all of that, everything should work. So, now you got basically a almost fully functioning iPod Touch 4 in 2025. If you guys would like to see more videos like this, you could comment your guys' suggestions. And if you guys have any questions, you could comment down below, and I will answer as fast as I can. Now, I would just like to apologize for the long break that I took now. But during this time, I got enough... I bought enough stuff for about a month and a half of uploads, and I'll be uploading about once a week or once in 2 weeks at the latest. So I will try to keep up. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and I hope everyone enjoyed this video. It was Goated Old Phones here, and have a good one. Bye.